Dark, stormy clouds brood over the violent city of Nineveh. Screams echo in the distance. Suddenly, we cut to a quiet Israeli village at dawn. In this peaceful place, Jonah, a prophet who knew the voice of God, sleeps. But this morning, that voice brings a command he does not want to hear. Jonah, son of Amittai, arise. Go to the great city of Nineveh and cry out against it, for their wickedness has risen before me. Jonah sees the vision of Nineveh, a massive empire drenched in blood and cruelty. His face tightens, not with fear, but with deep anger. Nineveh, he whispers inside his own mind. The blade at my people's throat, the empire that skins its enemies alive. They deserve fire. They deserve to drown in their own violence. And you want to warn them? To give them a chance. He refuses. In the dark of night, Jonah packs his things and escapes toward the port of Joppa. He buys a ticket to Tarshish, the opposite direction of God's command. As the ship sails away from Israel, Jonah watches his homeland fade, convinced he is leaving God behind. But no one outruns the God who dwells in the storm. The sea is calm at first. Then a single dark cloud appears on the horizon. It grows faster than nature. Lightning tears across the sky. The waters roar in divine fury. The mighty ship groans like a broken toy. The captain finds Jonah asleep below deck. How can you sleep? Call on your God. Perhaps he will save us. The sailors cast lots. The marked stone rolls and stops at Jonah's feet. All eyes turn to him as he steps into the raging wind. I am a Hebrew. I fear the Lord, the God of heaven, who made the sea and the dry land, and I am fleeing from him. The sailors are terrified. Jonah speaks again, shouting over the thunder, "Throw me into the sea and the storm will stop. This is my fault." They fight to save him, rowing toward land, but the storm is stronger than their strength. Finally, they pray to Jonah's God, lift him over the rail, and release him into the raging sea. The moment he touches the water, the storm dies. Total calm. The sailors fall to their knees in awe and worship. And now a soft rising rhythm moves through the narration. He ran from God into the sea, and found the storm was meant to be. But if this tale stirs heart and air, then like, subscribe, and gently share, for as this prophet's truth unfolds, your simple click spreads ancient gold. So lift this story far and wide, let mercy's message turn the tide. Jonah sinks into the deep, his lungs burn. Darkness wraps around him like a shroud. Just as his vision fades, a deep roar trembles the water. A massive shadow blocks out the last trace of light. Jonah is swallowed whole. But this is not punishment. It is preservation. Inside the belly of the great fish, darkness crushes him. The air is thin. Heat and acid sting his skin. The walls pulse with the rhythm of a living prison, and his own spiritual prison, his anger, pride, and hatred, begins to break. His memories flash before him, his resentment of Nineveh, his belief that God's mercy belonged to Israel alone, his refusal to see beyond his prejudice. Stripped of all escape, Jonah cries out, "From the belly of Sheol I called, and you heard my voice. You cast me into the deep, yet you brought up my life from the pit. Salvation belongs to the Lord." For 3 days and 3 nights, Jonah dies to himself. The fish, under God's command, swims toward land and vomits him onto a rocky shore. Jonah lies exhausted, bleached white by stomach acids. Then the voice of God comes again, gentle this time. "Arise, Jonah. Go to Nineveh and proclaim the message I give you." Jonah walks the long road to the great city. When he enters, he sees its size, its power, its cruelty. He walks 1 full day into its heart, then shouts the message God gave him. 40 days, and Nineveh will be overthrown. The words strike the city like a spiritual earthquake. A brutal soldier pauses mid-laughter. A merchant drops his scales. A child looks up. The king hears the cry, rises from his throne, removes his robe, covers himself in sackcloth, and sits in ashes. A decree echoes across the empire. Let everyone turn from their evil ways. Who knows? God may relent. And God relents. The 40 days pass, no fire falls, no judgment arrives, only mercy. But Jonah is furious. He climbs a hill east of the city and sits, waiting for destruction that never comes. Lord, this is why I fled, he cries out. I knew you are gracious and compassionate, slow to anger and rich in love. I knew you would spare them. Now take my life. I would rather die. God causes a plant to grow overnight, shading Jonah. Jonah is pleased. But at dawn, God appoints a worm. The plant withers. A scorching wind blows. Jonah begs again for death. God speaks tender and thunderous. You pity the plant, though you did not labor for it. Should I not pity Nineveh, more than 120,000 people who do not know their right hand from their left, and their cattle as well? Jonah has no answer. The camera pulls back, revealing the saved city and the small, sulking prophet on the hill. And now, the hidden meanings rise like a final revelation. The story of Jonah is not truly about a whale. It is about a heart trapped in the prison of prejudice. A man who believed God's mercy belonged only to the deserving, while God revealed mercy for the undeserving. And the great fish was not punishment. It was severe mercy. A divine confinement designed to break pride, reshape a hardened heart, and restore a fallen calling. Are you running from something God asked you to do? Are you angry that grace reaches people you believe don't deserve it? The God of Jonah is the God of second chances. He waits in the deep to bring you back to shore. This ministry exists to share these life-changing truths. If this story touched you, subscribe, like, and share it with someone who needs to hear of God's relentless, expansive love. Your support helps turn ancient stories into modern heart change. Thank you for being part of this mission.